from the News Channel 5 Network. This is Que-pasa-Nashville.
Bienvenidos and welcome to Que-pasa-Nashville. My name is Cristina Allen and thank you for joining me. Today I have some fun guests, a new one and someone who's been here before. We have Andrea Fanta with the Special Assistant to the Director for the Nashville Public Library, and Omar De Jesus, who's with the Metro Nashville Department of Human Resources. Thank you both for being on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
So Omar, you're pretty new to Nashville. Where are you from originally?
I am from Puerto Rico.
Say it, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico,
okay.
Boricua. I came straight from Puerto Rico to Florida and came up here to college and graduated, and I loved the city and I decided to stay.
Well, of course, everyone loves the city, but Andrea, you've been here for a while. I know you and you've been on the show with the public library, but I want to let people to know you have a very diverse family as well, so.
Yeah, so my mother is from Trinidad, but my grandmother's from India. And my dad is from Israel.
So, and I think I love sharing that because you're amongst us in work and play and fun, and some people don't have a clue and some people want to know, and I like knowing. So thank you again for both being on the show. So in looking at the topics of both of your jobs respectively, with the library and human resources with Metro, it looks like there's a lot of collaboration going on. Tell me a little bit at first about your job and what your role is as an analyst.
I am a human resources analyst with the Metro Human Resources Department.
Yes.
I recruit. I do various job fairs and events along with my colleagues around the community.
And in doing so, how many departments do you represent?
We got 50 departments.
Within Metro government?
Within Metro government.
So we're talking water, we're talking housing, we're talking what?
Parks and recreation, public works, police, fire, E911 dispatcher, emergency telecommunications.
So in all those capacities, because of our demographic growth and shift in where we are, I always say the statistics of our large Muslim community, our large Hispanic community, we have over 140 languages spoken in our Metro schools. How does that those growth affect those positions?
Well, if you look at the public safety sector, you know, we need to be able to communicate with our community. So
right.
We want our neighborhoods, our community, to start looking into applying with Metro Nashville government. Parks and recreation, you'll see them out there at your own parks and working and talking with the community. So in order to communicate, some people will, know English, and some people.
And most of them will probably know English if they're citizens because of that. But so ideally, if there's a fire or there's a robbery or there's a accident, doesn't matter your language, you need to call 911 to save the person, your neighbor, the person in the accident. So it benefits everybody.
It does.
It does.
It does benefit everybody. So it's great to have people with different bilingual skills to come and apply with Metro Nashville government.
And so as the public library, what kind of initiatives are you doing in collaboration with Human Resource Department?
Well, I really see the tie between me and Omar and our two departments as empowerment. So diversity is on everybody's mind right now, especially in Nashville, and Mayor Berry has come out really strongly and said that it's a major priority. She's hired a chief diversity officer, Michelle, who's been on your show already.
Michelle and Vanessa, everything just to realize who we are becoming.
Right, and in the IT city, to talk about diversity, you can't talk about meaningful diversity without talking about education and employment.
Correct.
So those are two ways that diversity meaningfully plays out in our community and in people's lives. So at the library, our call to action is call us, come by, come every day, go on our website, take advantage of free resources that are available to everyone, including resources in Spanish and other languages, to read together as a family, to learn to read as an adult, to become more literate as you navigate the citizenship process, to study for the test. And then also that complements the department, the call to action that Omar's department is making, which is find meaningful, great career opportunities in Nashville. I really love Omar's story. You know, I think Omar just wants people in his neighborhood to be like him. Like, he discovered Nashville.
And love it.
And love
Sure.
it. And I stayed here, and jobs are available. They
Yes.
are available. I just recommend you just got to stay up to date with our website.
And I think you have to understand that we have to have the sensitivity of our newly and emerging Latinos and new Americans, and you know, they all have their smartphones and they all go through the website there. But the library is in a way where they can get on a computer if they don't have one, and they can take the English classes. And you've done a lot of initiatives that, like you said, complements them, but also kind of maybe steers them to the websites and so forth. And in doing so, tell me a little bit about your Citizenship Corner. I know that was a huge initiative or huge award that was given to one of 3 cities, I believe.
Yes, so at the time we were one of 3 cities in the U.S. That entered into a partnership with Immigration and Citizenship Services, the federal department. So since then, I think New York has joined. So we're benchmarked against cities like New York and Chicago at this point. Essentially, between the library, Parks and Recreation, and the mayor's office, we made a commitment to partner with the federal government to help new Americans living in this city access free and easy resources to navigate the citizenship process. Sometimes that includes building English fluency. Sometimes it includes studying U.S. civics. I took the citizenship test, so I can confirm that there are questions that you have to study and prepare for on the citizenship test. So we help people get ready to take the test and find all the forms they need to apply for citizenship.
And we have to understand, and the viewers have to understand, that most of these people either have a green card already or here legally, and that's the process to get a U.S. citizenship. And also understand within the HR department of the mayor's office, you're going to have be citizen to be able to have a job
Have
or green
employment
card.
authorization to work in the United States. Yes.
So, and recently I did a register to vote campaign with a nonprofit, and it was in the Latino community. We have had about 20 people register to vote in the last 2-3 weeks. They're here. They just, you know, so they're here legally. I mean, people have this notion that they're all undocumented, but we have a lot of assimilated, educated opportunities at HR for Metro that they need to hear about. But how do you go about understanding all the neighbors? Do you kind of go to their events, or how do they know about you if they don't know you even exist at this point?
Well, when attending job fairs, such as the Nashville Career Advancement Center, or participating in El Protector, which is a program by the police, we do tell them. A lot of people don't understand what Nashville government is.
Yeah.
So we're there to explain to them that, look, we're here to tell you about the opportunities that are within Metro government. And so you do have a chance. We are available. There are resources available to help you in any way, shape, or form.
So I think it's very important what you said is you kind of go to their events. El Protector, which is part of Metro Police,
Yes.
Spanish-speaking outreach, you're going there versus always them coming to you, especially with our diverse community that don't even know a lot of these exist. But the library is becoming a very, very welcoming place for our diverse communities. And you know, what other programs do you have now that also opens it up to everyone, really? I mean, so.
You know, you made such a good point about citizenship, and we really at the library approach citizenship as another literacy opportunity. So, you know, obviously citizenship involves going through the naturalization process and exercising your right and your privilege to vote. But it also involves having a meaningful sense of belonging to the community where you live. This is the country of the American dream, and employment and education are tied to social mobility and empowerment. So to your question, we get outside of our halls and walls and go to apartment complexes and different daycares and preschools and community sites. But the best thing we do is be embedded with 21 locations across town in neighborhoods, so that going to your library is part of your daily routine. You go to get groceries, you go to get your laundry, and you go to the library. And maybe you bring your child to bilingual story time. Maybe you use one of our computers where we can lay over a keyboard blanket that allows you to use the public computer in any language.
Oh,
those are
that's
coming
nice.
soon. Also coming soon, you might walk in and see staff wearing a badge that says, I speak Spanish, or I speak French, or I speak Arabic. Maybe you sign up for an ESL class, or
And those are services at the library?
Yes.
So
yeah.
how do you reach those people, I mean, to come and apply? Do you have signage there? Do you have outreach there? Do you have like little, I mean, do you come and kind of set up? How is that, how are you connecting your library participants to opportunity?
So I think that speaks to our customer service. So again, it's really great for people who look like us to come into the library or to call Metro HR and see people who look like us. So at Edmondson Pike, I think also is a good example. We have the Pathway for New Americans program is very active at Edmondson Pike. When we reopened Edmondson Pike, two of the first people who walked in the door were a Spanish-speaking couple. And I found them and we talked, and I think it's so important to remember that when I asked them about their interest or what they wanted to do or get at the library, I didn't approach it through, you are an immigrant or you are a non-native English speaker and therefore that will drive what you want. It really is just a customer service conversation of, welcome to the library, you're part of this community. What interests you today? What dreams do you have? Where do you want to go in the next 30 minutes? And then
See where that leads.
Exactly.
And then that's where you could tell different resources. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with Omar De Jesus and Andrea Fanta in talking about Metro Library and some of their programming, as well as the HR department within Metro Mayor's office, and how you might be able to get involved. We'll be right back with Que-pasa-Nashville.